Hi everyone, my name is Andrea and I am the chair of the bingo fundraiser for the Plymouth Canton Little League for Fall Festival. This is a training video for the floor sellers, the night of bingo. That's where we need the most help. And it is the most complicated job. It's not horrible, but we want to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what to expect before you get there, because these bingo ladies are crazy. So they will need your attention all the time. And we want you to know what to do when they're asking all these questions. So each seller is going to start with $60 of change in their cash, their envelopes. And really what your job is to do is to sell the bingo cards to the people playing bingo. We're going to sell them in two different ways. So the first is a pack, and in the pack, before a game, it's going to have all 6 of these sheets in it. So these ones, all the colored ones, so we're going to have green, brown, blue, black, and purple. Those will be normal games. That is, I think it's $1 a piece or 3 for $2. Ooh. And then we have this one, which is the grand bingo, the big bingos, and we actually make a ton of money on these ones. It's $5 a sheet or 3 sheets for 10. So we're going to make packets to start. So there's going to be 3 sessions. Before each session, there's packets that you can buy. We're going to already have them pre-made. You're going to sell each packet for $20. So we'll sell them, and then I'll say we're going to start with the first game. We're also going to sell individual game. So before the start of every game, I will tell people what the color of that game is going to be, and you are going to then sell individual tickets or sheets, okay? Each sheet, again, $1 each for any of the colors, or $2 for 3 of them. I'm going to call the game closed, all the sales closed, and then I'll start calling the game. When I call sales closed, you guys need to take all of your money back up to Randy or Karen. They're going to be in a tent. It's the money tent, and you need to give them all of the money, but you always need to keep $60 in your envelope, okay? When you're giving the change, or when you're giving your money back for that sale, for that game, it's really important. Try to give them your biggest bills, because we're going to we want to keep all the dollars and fives in your change envelope. We will be able to give you change, but wait till after the final sale is over and then go back and get change. Or we might have a person set to the side, if we have enough volunteers, that's their only job, is to give change to the runners. So we gave you guys, those of you who did it last year, we gave you guys a little bit more change for this year as well. So we do have an order for the games this year. They will have a sheet on each of the tables that tells them what order we're going to play in. So we're going to play in green, brown, blue, purple. No, that's a lie. Green, brown, blue, black, purple. Okay? After that, we're going to do the white one again. The plain one is the big bingo one. So once we start a game, the plain, or all the colored one, all the colored cards, we're going to do a game, just one line bingo. Straight up, regular one line bingo. So these are your good bingos, okay? Go across, down, or diagonal. No 4 corners. We're not playing 4 corners this time. So they are going to get one line. Somebody's going to yell bingo. Woohoo! Somebody won. So when you hear a bingo as a seller, you're going to go over to the person and you're going to make sure that they're going to use a dauber. They have to use a dauber when they're playing for this. And that they have the last number called in their bingo. So get my attention. I'll probably, if I hear them say bingo, we got to stop the game. And then we will go ahead, and I want you to read the numbers for me, starting with B across, or if it's just eyes down, or whatever you need to do. Also, if they have N, like the free space, just say N is free, so I know when I'm looking at the bingo when you're telling me back what numbers they are. Say it super loud as you can, scream it. I'm sorry if you lose your voice. It's really loud in there, so sometimes it's hard for me to hear. I will say if it's a good bingo or not. You need to remember who that person was that won the bingo, okay? You're responsible for going and getting the money for that person and bringing it back to the winner. So if you read 3 people, sometimes it's like 5 people bingo on the same number. If you read 3 of those cards, you need to remember those 3 people and then go up to Randy and Karen, get the winnings, and go back and give it to them, okay? And I will tell you how much. So at the end, I'll say any other winners, I'll close it. And then I'll tell you it's $100 divided by 4 people. Each person gets $25. So you'll go up, you'll get the $25, and you will give it to the winner. After the first game with 1 bingo, we play a second game that has 2 bingos. This is an example of 2 of the 2 bingos. So they can have it 2 this way, 2 like this, 2 up and down. It doesn't matter, just 2 bingos. And then that they will get money as well. So we'll play 2 games off of each card. Got it? The final bingo, which is on, again, the big one, the big giant bingo, is going to be a coverall. So we will play one line on the final game, followed by a coverall. So that's all of them. And then somebody will win, hopefully, a lot of money. I think we had a $300 or $400 winner last year. So let me just double check my notes to make sure that I went over everything. If we're running ahead of time, we might add in some games. Last year we were pretty solid with 5, and then the final bingo. This is all a fundraiser for the Plymouth Canton Little League, so we really appreciate you guys volunteering. And I think it's also important to remind people if they're getting frustrated or anything like that, we are all volunteers, so hopefully that will help people. We are going to have concessions, so you have to be 18 to work as a runner. You do not have to be 18 to sell raffle tickets or to work in the concession stand. So those are 2 jobs if you're a student or whoever is going to come and volunteer. Or if you're not able, that's a job for you. You can sit at the concession stands, but being a runner, you are on your feet a lot as well. So some of the rules for bingo, you have to be 18 to play. We can have children in the tent area, but they cannot be dabbing. And it's the player's responsibility to get our attention or your attention. So if somebody's yelling bingo and you think you hear it, stop me so I don't call another number. And once I call and the game is over. We will be there from 6 to 9 is the time of bingo. We're asking all volunteers for the first shift to be there at 5:30. So the first shift would go 5:30 to 7:30, and the second shift is 7 to 9. So that we have 2 shifts at 2 hours each, but we're asking people to be there early to help sell cards because people get there super early for bingo. We also need volunteers to set up tables. That starts at 3 o'clock. And we also need volunteers to help clean, but really, to be honest, it was super quick to clean. All of us in these orange shirts that I have here, the day of, those are all board members. So if you have questions, please, please, please just come and ask one of us. I will be there the entire time. Again, we really appreciate you volunteering, and I will see you on Friday, September 8th for your volunteer shift. Thank you.